You're live. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you for providing a service. let's get some coffee. While I wait for no one to join because no one will be interested in this. Okay. I want to take that and paste it somewhere. Namely, so what are we doing here? I don't know yet. I'm so demotivated. Tiefdunk. Let's go to Tiefdunk converter. Converters RS. Git diff. Oh my god. Okay. That's where we that's where we kick off. Kick off. Now please close that. Hi, la spooky exe. 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 I don't know. Welcome to Rust. Oh my god. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I am running preprocessor on inputs. Oh my god. Oh my god. Run preprocessor. Howdy, Jay. Template preprocessor. So, I have to figure out what it is I'm doing today because I have no idea. I'll be frank, I don't know what I'm doing. Other than waiting for my alarm to go off in about half an hour, because I have to do. I have to care for the washing machine. Rusty rust things. Yes, rusty rust things. It's rusty rust code, awful rust code. I mean, look at this file. This, oh my god, this has 650 lines of rust code. It's just torture. See, this is why we don't do long files. I didn't know where I was going. So I am doing things. What am I doing? So we're going into the compiled directory path. No, that is not correct. We're going into the conversion input dir. From and okay, yeah. Oh my god. So, oh. Conversion input dir. Where do we call this? Oh my god, did I think about this? Oh my god, what did I do? Why did I do what I did? Combined markdown path. That doesn't exist. I deleted that. Something's okay, now it figured it out. Yeah, please do ignore the random vacuum in the background. That's totally normal, and you should not worry about that. Oh my god. So the thing is, this is stupid. So we're going into the compiled directory path. There has to be another call of this. that's the LaTeX conversion, then there's nothing up here. Run preprocesses on inputs. What does this do? This runs a preprocessor in input. Thank you. Thank you, brain. So in conversion, we have this converter, and we call the converter with all these funny things. And there's a conversion input there. The conversion input there gets here through this, and it does markdown project compile directory path, join template named clone, copy markdown directory from input tier. Okay. That is atrocious. There's a lot of comments there. I'm gonna sneeze. I don't think I'm gonna sneeze. Does my mute button? Yeah, my mute button works. Cool. So that's the run with logging. We have to go to the top. I have to go here. So the conversion input here is combined markdown path. You're converting the markdown path, the combined markdown path currently, which obviously doesn't exist anymore. So we're going into the conversion input tier, and we're saying, hey, process pandoc arg, we're adding the pandoc arguments, wonderful. We are adding Lua filters. That should actually probably happen before, but that, whatever. And then we're running it. And instead of saying -f markdown, I guess we're just saying star. What's in? Is it in here? No, it's manifest model. -t LaTeX combined with MD. What? No, this is supposed to be combined.tech. What am I doing? What is combined output? What do? You don't do anything. Add preprocessor combined output. What does combined output do? Okay, we have to read the comment we wrote, or I wrote. That's probably a good first step. I think I'm in the wrong file. Okay, we should copy the input files to the conversion directory. We're doing that. Looks like that now. Hi, no name That is a cool name. We're copying all the funny things. Copy input files to convert in conversion directory. That happens here. Except we're creating one for every template. I got pinged. Why do I always get pinged on Discord when... okay, don't really care. Not important is what I want to say with that. Because there are actually important things that happen on Discord for me. So we're creating a new folder, conversion input there, for each template. Template names are unique. We considered that. New field on the preprocessor defaults to output and combined with the extension. Run pandoc on every input file and take standard out and append it to a buffer. Oh, then write it to a combined programming. Any tips? Well, also, what are the programming language you have experience good at? Any tips? Just work a little bit on it. Like, if you're building a portfolio or something, it doesn't really have to be, oh, I worked on 20 projects and I have this programming language and this programming language. It's primarily showing that you understand concepts. There's an animal flying in front of me. It's primarily that you understand the concepts that are important to programming, and that means understanding code and not just understanding a programming language. And I think that's important to keep in mind, that it's not that the language you're programming, but that you have an understanding of concepts. What programming languages do I have experience in or am good at? I mostly work in C#. I also work in TypeScript. I worked in Java in the past. I don't like it. Primarily C# and TypeScript. Now I'm partly into Flutter, Dart, and that stuff. Also, Dart is the programming language. Flutter is just a framework, and Rust apparently. And I wrote a few lines of Rust code. For some reason, I don't understand it, but I wrote Rust. World is going crazy. Yes. Regardless of the world going crazy, let's just... So, essentially, this is done. We can delete this here. Yes. We copied the markdown there. Now we need to do this. This in theory remains untouched. That is true. That is wonderful. And now I'm going into the converters. Going down to the markdown run thing stuff. Run preprocessor on input. Wonderful. So. Oh my god, who thought that? When combining, we grab a new field on the preprocessor and combine it with the extension. Yeah, that's supposed to be just output, not output. Okay, we found the culprit. Combined, and we found an extension. How the hell do we even document that? Yes. We can do that. I'm actually gonna default this to output. Oh, right. We already do that. Funny. Why do we need that? Oh, because we need the part. Okay, fine. And then we're going to have to. There's another usage of the combined output field somewhere in project management, namely unwrapped or default output. And remove the .md. Wonderful. We've got a preprocessor. How the hell do we even document this? Thus, the preprocessor has to have... How many years had been coding? Can you show your projects? Well, I'm showing my project. This is one of my projects. How many years? Let me calculate. I started in... Must have been 7th grade with PHP. 7th grade. I start school at 6, so I was 13. I'm now 22, so 22 minus 13 is 9. I've been programming for 9 years, but more or less usefully. As to my project, just open a new private window and go to github.com/tiefseetauchner. And that's my GitHub, and that's my project. So I've got... is GitHub broken? Okay, that's just random. GitHub is broken. I've got a website. That's a fork. I've got Tiefstein Converter. Tiefstein Converter is what we're working on today. And I can demo it if you want to, just saying. Finamp is a fork. TiefPrompt is a fun little project. It's a teleprompter app. Should I have it installed? TiefPrompt? No. Is it in my downloads folder? I'm already in my downloads folder. TiefPrompt, app, build, Linux, x64 release bundle, TiefPrompt. This is TiefPrompt. This is amazing. You put in text, or you can select a script from a device. That's just random characters I use for testing. And then you have a teleprompter. Isn't it amazing? Yeah, it works for Android too. It's primarily made for Android. I guess you could sign an iOS build if you wanted to. You have to do it yourself. So TiefPrompt, that's a test. Tiefletter, that's a typist template. That's a fork. That's just random things. PDF is fun. So I've got a playground for a PDF project. Oh my god, there's issues. So essentially, when you're writing C# code and you want to modify a PDF on a byte level, you can use PDFer. Well, you can't, it's not done yet. But in theory, you can just yeet the file into a stream and create a parser and get a document, and then you can edit the document, get the info dictionary, stuff like that. That's primarily what I'm doing. Random stupid stuff. Once where I actually got serious about coding. I need to actually keep OBS open. When I actually got serious about coding, that's a good question. When did I get serious about coding? Can you please add my username? Repositories. So I'm gonna scroll to the bottom. Scroll to the very bottom. Actual very bottom. Raspberry Shop IO. That looks like a fork. I made a Lantian texture pack. RPbot that did nothing. Git branching, sign image does nothing. Advent of codes, the worst possible code. The project I did when I got started. I have no idea what OST data is. I've tried writing a Discord bot in Go, but that was 2021. That wasn't when I got. That was after I got serious. So I don't know. LR Paint. LR Paint Web. There has to be LR Paint somewhere. LR Paint. There's LR Paint. That's a relatively early project of mine. It probably doesn't work anymore. Linux x64. It's probably gonna yell at me. Extract. The thing. Oh, extraction is subfolder. That's what I wanted. Downloads, please. Can I extract? Home Lena downloads. Extract. So. Oh God, what are you doing? What are you trying to do? What is this? This is a binary, I suspect. So it should be chmod plus x qi, and then /qoi. Yes, never run random binaries. Like, this is a stupid idea, but I programmed it, so it's fine. So this is LR Paint. This is one of my earliest projects. It's a paint software. That was not well planned. This button is deprecated because it... Okay. Yeah, it's a paint software. You can draw in it. It's made in processing, if you know that. Also, it like should generate random colors. This Lamar, oh my god. Okay. And one feature of this software is, which is why I built it. When you press S, you save a QOI image, which apparently I don't have any software that can open it. But that's a image format. If we just open with Kate, yeah, okay, it's a QOIF file and it's small. It's a compression format. I'm gonna delete this from my computer again. And I'm gonna close that, I'm gonna close that, I'm gonna close that. So yeah, what's my earliest project? Just school stuff, probably. So nothing public. Write a chess game in a terminal. If you're asking for project ideas, I guess. Where was I? Right, we need to... Oh god. We need to delete this. And then we go into converters. And down here we say, hey, run with logging. I need your standard out, please. Standard out thread. And we have to get the standard out somehow. Run with logging, result, string, result string, and we have to say, what do we have to say actually? We have to make a new let mute, let mute std out equals string new. Wonderful. Then we're just gonna, oh my god, yoink that, and in standard out thread we're gonna okay, we're just gonna append the buffer to the string. It's the out child stand. Oh, standard out string. Standard out string dot push str. And then in the end we just okay the str string. Use of moved value. Oh no, it's been moved to a different thread. Standard out string equals standard out string dot append there's probably push to the end of the string. Wonderful. And yeah, okay, fine. Push str Thank you. But it's being moved here. Variable moved to use enclosure. We need a better system for this. We're reading it to the buffer. We want to push it to the standardized string, but it's being moved. Okay, I actually need to stop because my clothes are done. So well, thanks for tuning in and for asking interesting questions. To be honest, that was actually a lot more fun than just programming.